So, yeah, I don't like it.
I hear that.
I check folks when they hit me with the all lives matter.
I hear that because it's like, yes, all lives do matter, but right now, who's being killed right now on the streets are black men and women, black boys and girls. Who being slaughtered? This open season is on our boys and girls, and the best comparison I saw to this was a meme on Facebook that said people who slash out Black Lives Matter and replace it with All Lives Matter are the same people who would go to an Alzheimer's rally and go, no, cancer matters too.
Right.
It's like, yeah, we're not
Right.
saying that cancer doesn't matter. We're not saying that white people don't matter or their lives don't matter. Right now, what we're saying, everybody want to be black but nobody wants that angst of a black mother or father sending his or her son to the store.
Right.
Nobody wants that.
Right.
Nobody wants that.
And actually, nobody would go to an Alzheimer rally and say that.
Thank you very much.
Nobody would go to a breast cancer awareness rally and say, actually, like, brain cancer matters too. Why aren't we talking about that?
Right.
Like, what do you even mean right now? Like, the colon cancer committee is going to come to a breast cancer rally and shut it down? Like, no, like, that's never going to happen, right? So I think, that kind of rhetoric is really just racism at its core. And I think it's rooted in fear for a lot of black folk who I see use that All Lives Matter hashtag. To me, I just think it's fear of saying black.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fear of crying out that our lives matter.
Our lives matter.
And for me, it's not even a conversation.
You're going to get us all in trouble.
And it's not even a conversation that I don't even care about other people seeing my life as valuable.
Mm-hmm.
That's also not what this project is about. The project is about telling my brother that I see him, telling my sister that I see her, telling my uncle that I see his life as mattering. No matter where they are in their life, I validate that I see your life as mattering.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me asking a white person to validate me.
I love that.
And we're not crying out Black Lives Matter to get white
I
people
matter.
to say, you're right. You're right.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. Your life does matter. It's like us saying that to each other, and how can we collectivize our ideas and our resources in this moment to shift history.
So I love that answer, and thank you. So the other question that was going on in my head was, people tend to believe that their work is the work. Like, as a poet, I'm a poet, and so as a poet, it's like, yeah, but are you writing poems about them? Are you writing poems about it? Are you writing? And the people who are marching, yeah, but are you marching? The people who are doing whatever they do. So everybody has a different picture of what the front lines look like, and so I guess I'll leave that open. What do the front lines look like? And is there this is the front line right here, and it's only right here?
No. The front line, I think, is an internal. It's an internal line.
Love that.
The front line is how you are shifting your own perception of this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And if your perception of this moment moves you to march, then that's the front line. If what you see in this moment is inspiring you to make music or to make poetry or to paint, then cool. If what's moving you in this moment is sharing a post on Facebook, then cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't have any issue with any one thing. You know what I mean? I was talking to a white brother on a plane who has millions of followers on Twitter, millions of followers on YouTube, and all this kind of stuff. And I was talking to him about white privilege, and I was talking to him about what being black in this country means, and racism, and all these things.
I hear people say stuff like that. I was talking to this white guy about this. How did that conversation start up? I mean, were you sitting next to each other, and he got a blanket, but you didn't get a blanket, and so then white privilege came out? Did he get peanuts?
No. I was sitting next to him, and he had this really cool, like, mobile charger for his phone.
Okay, those are dope, though.
And my phone was dying,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yo, that's a really dope charger for your phone. Is it adaptive for like an Android? And he was like, no, it's not, but you know, this is like safe keep, blah blah. We just kind of like started talking naturally.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, so where are you coming from? He was like, oh, visiting family. I was like, oh, cool. He's like, what are you coming from? I said, oh, I produced a play out here on, you know, what it means to be black in America called
Okay.
Power. He was like, whoa. Yeah, it's kind of real out here. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
got it.
So it kind of like segued into that. I mean, because that's where my perception has me mentally, right?